Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome. It is Friday, and we're here to rank some video games. We're here to adjust this camera shot just ever so slightly. Hi. We've got a long list of ranked games, and we've got a handful of games left to add to it. Some big ones coming through this week. We've got some heavy hitters left on the docket. Well, let's see. I mean, is any one of these games going to be better than Mega Man 2? I don't know. This top 10 is looking pretty good. Relative, like pretty unassailable, I think. If you're looking for like 10 games that scientifically speaking defined the NES, I think that this is kind of it, man. I don't know. You get down to this top 20, you got some great favorites as well. I don't know. This list is looking pretty good, man. As we get through down to the bottom of the list, we got over 700 games on the list. Your Jeopardies, your Wheels of Fortune, Operation Wolf, all the hits. So we get down here to number 735. Hot Slots. So if you missed it, there was a secondary special episode that you can find on YouTube where we ranked the adult video games found on the NES, Peekaboo Poker and Hot Slots. And Hot Slots, not very good. Not a very good game. The uncensored version of that lives on archive.org. If you're interested, the link is in the description for the video that's on YouTube. So go and check that out if you're interested in if you're a sicko. Okay? Let's move on. Some good, clean fun. Up first. This kind of falls under that category of, wow, they made two of these, huh? Weird. But they sure did. Your friends at Konami put out this one, a licensed video game from a licensed property. It is Tiny Toons Adventures 2: Trouble in Wackyland. 1993. It's everybody's favorite town. Acme Acres. Okay, a huge amusement park has opened. Got it. The town is abuzz with the news. Then a single letter appears. Signed, a secret admirer. Okay. Buster and his friends are very happy to read the letter. They don't know the real identity of the secret admirer. Oh no, it's that guy. I don't. He looks evil. I don't know. They could have put his name there. That might have been helpful. Some dude is creeping. People say Montana Max. It's Yosemite Sam's kid. Sure, man. Whatever you say. This is the roller coaster. Here's the ticket booth. Yeah. This is the high-speed log ride. Jesus. Oh, these sneer quotes. Also, period outside the quotation marks. This is disgusting. It's disgusting across the board. This is the entrance to the fun house. Well, I mean, should we start at the ticket booth? That's the see you later, alligator. What, am I gonna die there? Okay, a number of remaining tickets, 10. Okay, please exchange your points for the tickets. Okay, so we'll start with the roller coaster. Watch out for obstacles. This is not a normal roller coaster. You need 4 tickets to get on this ride. Good luck. Wait, if I need 4 tickets, I don't have any tickets, do I? They just said at the ticket booth that I needed to change points for tickets. Can I hang? Can I hang down? Okay. Okay, I got hurt by jumping. It's like a Sonic the Hedgehog game, but they took all the hassle of controlling any part of it out of the game. This is like halfway to one of those Super Mario Maker levels where you just kind of don't do anything. What the fuck? Okay. This is not a normal roller coaster. So we can do platformery type jump stuff while we're standing on this, but okay, what am I guess I'm hitting on the bricks of the. I feel like the what oh, I can crouch. Okay. This movement doesn't feel very good. And just having like random background elements murder you that don't really look like anything. Like oh, now I can't even go on it anymore. Wait. You need 4 tickets to get on this ride. You don't have enough tickets. You have 2 tickets. Okay, let's try the bumper cars. You need 1 tickets to get on this ride. Really, they really spent a lot of time on this game. Really polishing it up, making sure it was good and ready for release. 1 tickets. It's 1993, people. Oh. Okay. I guess I'm probably supposed to push him in the hole, huh? I don't have any, like, I can steer direction, and if I hold down A, I can charge up a little pop, a little boost, a little bang. Oh, okay, I can move like a little bit. Look at this guy just doing this. Look at this guy just like fucking jutting back and forth. He's not even hitting the bumpers. This sucks. So far, both of the rides we've tried have felt like really bad. Like if they made a Sonic the Hedgehog minigame collection in this era, if they made it way earlier than they eventually did, you would end up with something like this. Okay, we got these slow-moving squares here. This sucks. Get in the fucking hole. Okay. Oh, so You're telling me you made... Okay, this is slightly different than the first level. What the We're approaching like new levels of not playing a game as we proceed through these things. Great. Perfect. Like, this is almost, if you did this in a better way and it was not garbage, you could have made something that was like the arcade hit Reactor, which is similar in concept of banging guys around, trying to bang them into stuff. But this feels terrible. Like, your default movement speed here, like if you want to move with any sort of precision, you are moving extremely slowly. And then this charged up hit doesn't charge very much. Like, it's not like the charged hits are impressive. And then whoops, you bounced off a thing and died. And you don't have the control to really get out of that as effectively as you would like. Okay, so remaining tickets is how much I have currently. Okay. I thought that was the number of tickets remaining in the ticket booth for me to purchase. This is the train. Keep moving on the train until you reach the engine. It's like every bad train sequence in every bad cowboy-themed arcade game, but without any of the cool... But also it's the whole thing. All I have is this belly bump. Uh-oh. That's probably bad. Guess you should have thought of that, stupid pig. You're dead now. What the fuck? Guess I should have just known, huh? Maybe if I had read Nintendo Power this month, I would know, hey, look out, the train car disconnects with, like, zero warning. Now we're gaming. What the hell? This is not a bad idea, right? Like, hey, let's do a amusement park themed game, and we'll have different levels based on the rides. Like, it worked for that Mickey Mouse game that was also terrible. But like, that aspect of it at least worked, you know? This feels like it is hampered by poor level design. That feels like the problem here. Now I'm like I'm worried, like, is there going to be more disconnections? You can't. Let's try the high-speed log ride. Make sure you keep your balance on this strange log. So this is like the roller coaster level then, but a little different. Okay, look out for those. Got it. I feel like the fish should give you hearts back, or there should be like a little slightly easier way for you to get some hearts back. Frog, just hanging out. I can't move, by the way. Maybe I could have jumped there. Maybe I could have jumped there. But like there was a ceiling above my head. Whoa. Let's try that again because I need to see if I can. I can probably jump there. I could probably jump there. But I can't, like left and right don't really do anything when I'm on the log. They just changed. Okay, when it's flat, I can walk on it a little bit. Okay. Like you jump, but you get left behind. You don't jump as a part of the, you don't maintain any of that momentum. Also, what am I supposed to jump? Like I can't shoot. Welcome to Wackyland Funhouse, home of your secret admirer. You need 4 gold tickets. You can enter also with 50 normal tickets. So I assume you get a gold ticket for beating each one of these. I don't even know, like, I guess bumper cars was the thing I was having the most success at. This is, this game is, this game is kind of grim. I was not expecting that. I figured, like, oh, okay, like this is, this will probably be some kind of early 90s platformer and like, it'll probably be, let's say, inoffensive at worst. Like, very little diagonal nuance in the movement here also. Like, there's not a lot of room for proper strategy, let's say, when it comes to getting these idiots into the hole. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I was like, is the B button maybe a break? Can I try to use that to... Doesn't seem... Maybe it is a little bit of one. Ah! It did... And what is this? She's gonna go fucking jack off in the corner over here. This is... Surely he went in that hole. No? And I can't get back up there to check because I'm just fucking bouncing around. This is terrible! All right. Ah! Stop it! Yeah, come over here. Do I gotta go all the way around and try to bump you from the right? Do I at least get 10 points for hitting the 10 points bumper? Okay. At least they are not lying. Wow. No timer refill between levels also. Oh, now I got power. Oh, cool. Fuck this. Oh my god. Stupid hole! Oh my god. Ah! The movement is unbelievably bad. Like, the lack of control you have at times is really ridiculous. And the enemy behavior is like, like, look at that. Like, it doesn't even look like they're bouncing off the stupid bumpers. It just looks like they're just jutting back and forth for no real reason. Well, now what? You die. How many tickets did we get for playing that? Man. All that was worth one ticket. Okay, let's, I mean, the log ride feels like it's just an exercise in memorization and figuring out what the hell you need to do with those stupid frogs, so... I'm really surprised by how bad the bumper car stuff feels. It's no fun house. Oh, I missed a fish. Can't crouch. Really gotta jump late. Didn't need to jump there. Would have got the fish anyway. I like that this level has a timer on it, even though you can't. Oh, okay. Now we're playing fucking Flappy Bird. This is where they stole it from. If I hold up, it goes up. If I let off, it goes down. I can still crouch, which was pretty key right there. And then we have these twisty, spiky block things from Super Mario World here. 16-bit action. Fuck you! Anyway. How many tickets did I get for doing that? 2. All right, so that's the... Oh, no, because it takes 3 to ride it, right? So we're still operating at a ticket deficit. We have not found a way to grind out 50 tickets. The timer is actually kind of merciful in a way because it lets you know under no circumstances is this experience going to take longer than 3 minutes. So at least you can take some solace in like, well, this will be over soon. One way or the other. That was almost real bad. I don't think I even need to jump for those fish because I don't think they're gonna... I don't think they'll hit me. Yep. Oh, those aren't seconds. You're right. Those aren't seconds at all. These people should be in jail. Put the Tiny Toons developers in the cell next to Yuji Naka. Fuck. Surely that's the end. The timer stopped. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's... Okay, I thought... Was this a boss fight, or... Now you get 13,000 points! Did I get a golden ticket for that? Did it give me a golden ticket? Did I get a golden ticket for that? Okay, it says I won a golden ticket, so... Because this doesn't say, right? This doesn't say... This just says you need 4. It's probably not going to tell me I have 1. It just says you don't have enough. So, okay, now that we've locked in, now that we've really dialed in the high-speed log ride, you could, in theory, if it's going to let me back in here, you could just do this one over and over again and earn tickets each time you come out of it until you get the 50, right? I mean, that's not fun, but none of this is fun. Keep moving on the train until you reach the engine. There was stuff in this one that seemed like basically impossible because you had to crouch to get through a thing and then there was a bat on the other side just waiting for you. It seemed like avoiding that hit would be I'm not going to say impossible, but I'm going to say I did not immediately see a way to avoid that damage. Okay, bye. No! Oh, it's a good thing you can do that in the air. I did not think that you could, but you can. That's something. Does this work? Does this work? I mean, there'll be sequences where I have to crouch for sure, but... That guy just stands up there to look menacing. Does not attack. Huh. Surely it's got to be over soon. Ah, fuck you. Still, if you did that from the beginning and I didn't take those early hits, I bet that would work. I bet that would work. I bet you'd be able to get through the level basically doing that. I hate myself. That's the bat tech for this game. This is video games. This is what they were. And this is when people say, I don't like these newfangled video games. They're all terrible now. This is the game they're talking about missing. This is when games were games. Okay. We took that hit, from that bird, but I wonder how much of that was just like timing, and if we were in the midst of our great attack animation here, if that would have gone differently. I guess there's only one way to find out. See? Oh, no. One got us. Oh, shit a cartoon would have. Spring-loaded boxing gloves. Cartoon stuff. This has to be the end, right? Yay! Wackyland Railroad. It said reach the engine. This is... do you want me to jump off the end of it and kill myself? Because I'm willing... Is there going to be a boss fight here? Look at this. Look at this. $23 tickets. 23 tickets. We're halfway to the end. I could just do this a couple more times. Watch out for obstacles. This is not a normal roller coaster. This one takes 4 tickets. So it's the most dangerous on like either side of... It is both the most dangerous level just by virtue of the level it is, and also the penalty for failure is greater. Okay. It feels like the height of these pillars here isn't... Oh, I have to crouch for those. That's right. It's not consistent because I need to crouch for those. And that's the thing I forget. Hey, I don't... this game is terrible. Okay, we got to get up to this thing. That's Tiny Toons Adventures 2. Trouble in Wackyland. There's a lot of trouble in Wackyland, as it turns out. Far more than they let on. There is a dark and disturbing trouble to that one. It's horrible. That's none of that stuff is fun. Like, here's 4 activities, all of which suck. I think that's that, you know, like, it looks nice. It has some decent frames of animation. The music is all right. You get a little bit of some Konami style drums in there. But like a few levels that are based, you know, pretty much solely on the idea of memorizing them is awful. The lack of movement in a lot of them, like the log ride, you can't even move half the time unless you jump off the log or something. And so the interaction feels very mini game like across the entire thing. Like, it doesn't feel like a platformer. It feels more like a shitty mini game collection, you know? Because you're not doing that much direct platforming. You know, you are jumping from one thing to the next at the right time. You are occasionally jumping off the log or rotating under to dodge some stuff. Like, there's little bits and pieces of interaction. It's not like you just watch the entire thing, but yeah, it's this almost certainly would have been better as a straight ahead platformer instead of like this sort of ride motif. Even if they had done platforming levels based loosely on the idea of these rides, and then maybe bumper cars is your one outlier where it's like, oh, look at this crazy thing. But the action is poor. Which is a shame, because I think there are aspects of it that are like kind of a nice look, but, you know, not a lot of opportunities to regain health. In fact, none that I saw. Once you're in a level, you know, you kind of take your 3 hits and that's it. Unless you fall and then you're just dead. You know, pretty standard, I suppose, in that sense. But then they layer it with this ticket system where you need tickets to start a ride, and then you earn tickets through points, and then it's yeah, I don't know. Once you memorize those levels, it seems like you would get through at least 3 of those 4 levels very, very quickly, because there's not a lot of room for variance in them. And then you've got the bumper cars, which feels like absolute trash, which feels like straight up garbage, which feels like it is broken half the time. You don't have good brakes. You don't have a good boost to kind of jut out and hit these guys. The geometry of it all feels very broken. It feels like it is too biased. Like, it feels like it largely only allows the kind of 8 angles, you know, your 8 directions on a D-pad for movement. You don't really get a lot of opportunities to kind of like hit them in weird directions. And then the enemies will just get locked between 2 of these bumpers and just kind of like jut back and forth between them awkwardly forever. And on top of that, you're on kind of a tight timer. It's a disgusting concept. or like disgusting execution, on that. It's really like, man, why would you want to do this? Why would you want to make this? I get the idea of like, hey, we want to make a game based around the rides of a carnival. I think that's a perfectly sane and sound thing to do. Other games have done it. It's a natural. It's a banger of a concept. But they chose to actually have you kind of like ride rides and turned the game into that. And pretty rotten. Pretty rotten, it turns out. Not as difficult as maybe it initially lets on, because those levels are not massive, and so memorizing them is not going to be the end of the world. Like, you're just going to go like, okay, well, now I need to flip upside down here and need to do this, and I need to crouch, and I should just crouch all the time for safety anyway, because there's no reason not to crouch, and let's get through this. And you're going to memorize it and go. I thought that for sure we were going to get to the end of that train thing, and when it surfaced that it had a boss fight, I was like, oh, this boss fight's going to actually be super hard on top of all this, but it was like brain dead simple. So at least there's that. I don't know, like, is that a good thing? I don't even know anymore. The movement that you do get to do, the little bit of jumping and air control and whatever, like, that stuff doesn't feel great. The nicest interaction I think this entire game has is when the pig can do his belly attack in the air, and so you can jump up and do kind of almost like an air dash. So this is officially an anime fighter, I guess. And that is it. That is it. You can do a jump attack with the pig, and that's okay. It's pretty rotten otherwise. It's pretty rotten. But where does it, what does the science say? The science says it is no Karnov. Low G-Man, the Low Gravity Man is a better game. DuckTales 2, certainly a better game. You'd be better off with a copy of Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. Chippendale Rescue Rangers 2 is a better game. Rambo is a better game. Sky Kid is a better game. NES Play Action Football is a better game. You'd be better off with a copy of 8 Eyes. Firehawk is way better. You'd be better off with a copy of Solstice, The Quest of the Staff of Deimos. It's no Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Dragon Strike. Is Tiny Toons Adventures 2 Trouble in Wackyland better or worse than Dino Wars Destruction of Spondylos? I mean, something was terribly wrong in the distant man-made Spondylos solar system. One by one, the planet's central life support computers had been infected with a life-threatening virus, while the planet's surfaces had been overrun with giant computerized dinosaurs known as robosaurs. Under attack in his laboratory on Alpha Planet, Professor Proteus, the mastermind of the Spondylos system and founder of the Robosaur project, suddenly realized that this deadly sabotage could only be the work of his former partner, the deranged Dr. Brainius. Years earlier, the Doctor had fled Alpha Planet after Professor Proteus had exposed him for performing forbidden robotic experiments on human subjects. At last, he had returned to seek his revenge using the professor's own creations. But, little did he realize that Proteus had been hard at work for the past few years, perfecting the ultimate robosaur, Cyborosaurus. There was only one hope to save the Spondylos system. Cyborosaurus must be unleashed. The Dino Wars must begin. That's I mean, that's better than Tiny Toons Adventures too. I mean, that's Micro Machines is a better game. Mylan's Secret Castle is a better game. You'd be better off with a copy of Danny Sullivan's Indie Heat. Demon's Sword is a better game. Legacy of the Wizard is certainly a better game. You'd be better off with a copy of Tombs and Treasure. Dizzy the Adventurer is a better game. Ninja Kid. Ninja Kid is a better game. Hudson's Adventure Island is a better game. Yo Noid is a better game. But this is starting to feel a little... This is starting to feel like our neighborhood. G.I. Joe The Atlantis Factor is a better game. Mickey Mousecapade's a better game. Ikari Warriors 2 Victory Road is certainly a better game. Is this better or worse than Big Nose Freaks Out? Is this better or worse than Big Nose Freaks Out? It's a little worse. It's a little worse. It's like, this is like, you know, kind of right here. Is this better or worse than the Incredible Crash Dummies? You know what? It's worse than the Incredible Crash Dummies. It's worse. It is worse. It's worse than Wizards and Warriors 3 Kuros Visions of Power. It's worse than the Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. It's worse than American Gladiators. Is it better or worse than Menace Beach? It's better than Menace Beach, right? This is Roller Games is a better game. Roller Games is a better game. Ikari 3 The Rescue is a better game. The Jetsons Cogswell's Caper is a better game. This is better than the Addams Family Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. Ever so slightly. It is... It's worse than Gilligan's Island. It's better than Dig Dug 2. This is our new number 523. I was expecting more. You know, the Konami name by the late 90s. There's just... I was expecting a serviceable platformer with that one. And it is neither serviceable nor really a platformer. There you have it. Wackyland. Don't go there. The rides are bad. The rides are really bad. Next up, from your friends at Asmic, The Aces at Asmic.
Chris Everett. Ivan Lendl.
Let's reset that so you can really appreciate the...
Chris Everett.
So you can really appreciate the idea of putting in a cartridge and pushing the power button and it immediately saying, Chris Everett! Top Players Tennis. Featuring Chris Everett and Ivan Lendl. One of those two tennis players I've heard of. What is this weird background? What is this? There's like a little bit of movement back here, and then we've got the weird... This is a... Very weird. All the top players are here. Ivan Lendl, Chris Everett, girl, and boy. A beautiful day here at Asmic Coliseum. Oh, wait, there's more players here, but we don't get to play as any of those. Wait, what? Wait. Who is Rich? Oh, there's some momentum on this movement. This is the Dark Souls of fucking tennis games. What the hell? Oh my God.
Love, 15. Whoa! Love, 30.
Telling me Chris Everett's not strong enough to hit the fucking ball over the net? What are we... What even happened there?
40. Break point.
Break point. Good bad voices. Like, do I need to time it? I'm not sure how to get power out of my hits. It seems like I need to hit it early. If I hit the button a little early. If I hit it late, then it kind of... Yeah, if I hit it later... This is a... This... boy. But it's not a hold and release. I can't charge it up and let go. It's I need to time the press to push it earlier than I need to. That's right.
15, 40, break point.
Break point. Like, what does he, why did he say it like that? Okay, I don't know how that counted as a hit, but sure.
30, 40, break point. Deuce. Advantage, server.
Room. I don't even know what I did there. Like I ran past it. Wait, that was behind him. What the fuck?
Advantage, receiver, break
The
point.
ball was behind that dude. It looks like you have a little bit of aftertouch on the ball. Ah!
Deuce. Advantage, server. Deuce.
Deuce.
Advantage, receiver, break, point. Deuce.
Okay.
Advantage, server.
Ba-doom.
Deuce.
If you hit both buttons at the same time, you do like a jumping attack. What the fuck? I want to land one of those because it seems so fucked. Okay.
Love, 15. Call.
It's the movement feels very it's hard to convey. It's probably hard for you to see it on the stream, but like the movement is so momentumous that is hard to stop. Like I'll let off now. It's hard to, yeah. So I can't really get run. Okay, I can sort of run here. So I'll let off. I'm pushing, letting go. Pushing, letting go. Like, look at how long she runs into that side. It's like it's Super Mario Brothers special, like the way it holds momentum. Like I'm letting off here. I'm letting off here. Yeah, there's a real... It feels swimmy, like especially when you have to like change direction quickly, which, you know, that's something tennis players do. Ugh! It feels like you're on ice a little bit. Like it doesn't feel good. That's probably the worst thing about it. And then the like getting your shots to make it over the net is this kind of additional weird timing thing where you have to like commit early.
30, love.
You have to commit early because you need to be holding down that button a little bit to get it where it needs to go.
Out. 40, love. Let.
Let would have been one of the audio cues they could have not recorded, and I appreciate that they did.
Love, 15. Whoa!
Man, it's and
30.
I guess the other thing I'll say is that especially compared to other tennis games, the angles that the ball is coming at you from sometimes feel real weird.
40. Break point. $15. 40. Break.
It takes a long time for you to get up to full speed also. Like you know, you definitely like the movement feels terrible.
Let. $30. 40. Break point.
Break point.
Deuce.
Ugh.
Advantage. Receiver. Break point.
I don't feel like I have as much like the right kind of control over the ball. You know, like pre-hit, you're kind of trying to aim these things.
Love. 15.
But all of their ball control is less into positioning where the ball goes on the court and more into putting spin on the ball. And so I can put like I can put top spin on it. I can slice it. I can put like a left or a right spin on it, and that will affect where the ball goes, but not in the way that not as directly as you'd like.
30. 15. Out.
See, that time I held the button down a little too early and knocked it out. Which, yeah, all right.
$40. 30. Set point. Deuce. Advantage. Server. Set point.
This game also has a system for some kind of super shot. It seems like if you save, it says, once you build up enough miracle points, you can make use of them by making the miracle shots. You can use the miracle shots during your serve or return.
Out. Advantage.
And that's like, it's like disappearing ball. It's like Baseball Simulator 1000 type shit. Like the ball splits into a bunch of balls. But I don't see anything about...
Deuce.
What's your... Okay. Ivan Lendl, give me some advice. Concentrate on keeping the ball on the court. 62% of your shots were out. That's interesting because it's like, that is... I mean, we'd have to go and check, but like that at least smells like a real statistic.
Out.
See?
Advantage. Server. Set point.
Why can I modify this mid... Okay, we have 0 miracle. Maybe that's part of the problem. These real players are grounded in real tennis. They don't perform miracle shots.
Out.
If we play as the other characters, is it different? If I play as girl? Oh, jeez. 5 points per, huh? speed takes 2. I feel like this screen could be conveyed better in a way that illustrates that different stats require different levels of points. If Chris Everett can't stand up to Rich, what hope does Girl have?
Love, 15. Love, 30. Whoa! Let. Whoa! Love, 40. Break point.
Great.
Whoa!
Great. Doing great. Yeah, it's the feel of it is the worst part. I think, you know, like there's some ideas here, right? Because this game is trying to give you a level of control over the action that is maybe something that is more approximating of the real thing, right? Like top spin and like different spin on the ball is something that a lot of games of this era simply don't break out directly, and this game does, and you can feel it when you put a good left spin on a ball. Like you look at the way it goes, like it like it definitely feels like you're putting something on it, you know.
$40, $15.
But I'm kind of looking at this other stuff here. Yeah, it's whoa.
Whoa! Let.
And if you get caught moving one direction and you need to change directions, like you just don't, like even those pro players don't cut back and forth the way you need them to.
Oh. $30, 15. Out.
Rich is a technical player. Show off your own technique.
Oh. Let. $30, 40. Break point.
I don't think this game's very good. I think I appreciate that they tried. Like this feels like, you know, with the exception of having super shots in there, like this feels like something where they wanted to make something of a more serious tennis game. but a lot of the movement just feels too muddy,
Advantage.
too
Server.
swimmy, too icy to work, and that's a problem. It feels like a few too many balls that you just can't get to. That in a lot of other games you'd just be able to like, oh well, I need to run the other direction and go.
Out.
And also like there's a good example of like directionality. Like I should be able to just not hit that ball out. I was holding left on the D-pad. It should have gone, but like you don't really aim your shots the way you do in other tennis games. It really does come down to this whole ball spin
Advantage.
thing.
Receiver. Break point.
And you kind of need to be able to do both.
Deuce.
And the inability to do both, I think, really hurts the game.
Let. Advantage. Receiver. Break point.
What even? I mean, is that because the racket was swinging to the left? Did it bounce off my foot or something there? Like, I'm not really sure. Like, I held the button down with enough time for that to be a hit that gets over the net. And so, like, the idea that it just kind of rolled away like that, I think is weird.
Love. 30. Out. 15. 30.
Great. Glad I did that miracle shot. What the fuck?
30. All.
She just like drove it into the fucking ground. Like I held the ball down for the button down for long enough for that to go over. Like why would that even happen? There's
30,
something.
40,
This is a weird game, and I don't. They were trying it. You gotta at least say they were trying to do something more than the average tennis game. But I don't think they did it. I think that they instead made a game that is like overly complex, and you don't feel like you're in enough control of the action.
Advantage. Receiver. Break point.
Like some of the outcomes on some of these hits feel completely off for the type of spin I'm putting on a hit, or the amount of time I held the button down compared to how that acts some other times. Like there's just like a lot of that feels off.
Advantage.
You know what I mean?
Break point.
It just doesn't, it's not, it ain't working, baby. Urgh. Ugh. Like I'm trying to hit this ball away from him, and it's hitting it right at him. It's putting spin on the ball, but who cares? I'm trying to get it all the way over there, you know? And that's and these miracle shots feel broken also in their own fun way. The miracle shots feel like you put in a weird Game Genie code that makes the player look like they're flying up into the air. Because they don't really have a jumping animation so much as like they just fly up. Especially if you do it while they're crying after a fucking shot happens, which is good. Oh! Let. Just blew it past him, I guess. I don't know.
Let. $30. All.
Yay. These serves are good.
Out. 30, 40, break point.
Let's try a doubles game. Let's see what that looks like at least. Oh, select tournaments. I mean, Wimbledon. Naturally. We got to face Mike and Sam. Intergender action.
Whoa. Love. 15. Let.
How'd that guy dive?
Love. 30. Love. 40. Break point.
Mike and Sam coming up big against a couple of tennis legends.
Love. 15.
I like that there's no indicator over my head that says which character I'm controlling or anything of that nature that would give me any kind of read on what the fuck was happening. I appreciate that they did as little as possible here to make this work.
Love. 40. Break point.
Who was that supposed to be? I don't even know anymore.
15.
Ivan.
Break point.
Or not, I don't know. Am I Ivan? Maybe I'm Ivan. I guess I have shorter hair. Yay, I did everything there.
Love.
Again, just driving it straight down. Like this, the movement in this just feels bad, man. Like all of the action feels off, which is a shame. What's the continue here? Is it want a password? Yeah, I figured they wouldn't spring for actual battery backup.
Chris Everett. Chris Everett.
There she is, Chris Everett.
Chris Everett. Chris Everett. Chris Everett. Chris Everett. Chris Everett. Ivan Lendl.
Whoever the fuck that guy is. Everett was on the list of tennis players of the 80s that, you know, that you had heard of. Maybe not so much these days. I feel like tennis players of that era, like who do you... Wins Grand Prix says Lendl was a former world number one. I believe it, but I've never heard of Ivan Lendl before, so, you know, whatever. But yeah, Andre Agassi, I feel like came a little bit later.
Chris Everett.
Chris Everett was she was Chris Everett Lloyd for a while. I assume some kind of marriage and divorce sort of situation. Tennis players don't really stick in the culture. Over time, I suppose. I feel like you have to follow it a little bit more now. I don't know, like tennis play, you know, like what? Andre Agassi was doing commercials for cameras and stuff. John McEnroe was doing commercials where they played off him being a dick. Top players tennis. I don't like it. I think that they missed the mark. Like ultimately, I think that's the big problem with it, is that they just missed the mark. They wanted to make something a bit deeper than a lot of the other games that appear on the NES, but the control doesn't feel very good, and the movement feels even worse. Like the ball control feels bad. Your footwork feels worse, and that's a curse that kind of ruins this entire game. And so it becomes a game about ideas and you know, poorly executed ideas, I suppose. You just don't feel like you have control over the ball. Like simpler games give you better ball control. That's a bad place to be. Like they go out of their way to have top spin and the ability to kind of, you know, backspin, spin the ball, like all that sort of stuff. But like the net result of that is like, okay, you get some balls that curve a little bit. And that's kind of cool because a lot of other games didn't do that specific thing, but they let you hit it to the parts of the court that the player was not at. And that's kind of the thing, is like, okay, he's standing over here, I'm going to try to hit it over here. He's going to run over there and hit it. I'm going to try and get, you know, that kind of back and forth. Like you just don't have that kind of simple, basic level of control over the action. And so it becomes more about you trying to just kind of blow it by them. And then from that perspective, managing the power is a little difficult. Like how long you hold down the button, when you plant your feet, when you do like that stuff sort of gets in the way as well. And so I think that's just a major problem, you know? It's a tennis game with major problems, and those major problems, I think, are largely a result of them attempting to make something more complicated than the other games on the platform, which is a shame, you know? Like, they had some ideas. They wanted to go for it. They put their weird super shot stuff in there, and you're like, okay. But, like, they wanted to have something that, like, more closely resembled the actual game of tennis and the actual decisions a player makes about putting spin on the ball and all of that shit. But execution-wise, it just doesn't do it. They don't get the job done. And this is a tough one to judge, because, like, I appreciate that they at least tried to do something, and, like, mechanic, like it looks fine. You know, like, the movement is fine. The action is okay. The courts could have more animation. There are no rats on these courts. That's crazy. Why would you put out a tennis game if you ain't got a rat in it? I say. But it becomes this weird balance of, like, you know, like, they tried to do a thing and they failed at it. Like, by that mark, this game is kind of a zero, right? I mean, like the core part of it is fucked in a way that you're like, well, like, I'm definitely never going to play this tennis game again. There are better tennis games out there for sure, but, like, the flourish, the stuff they do around the edges, the attempt at trying to put more systems in there, I do appreciate that stuff. It makes the game more interesting than it would be otherwise, at least. And it does say Chris Everett as soon as you power it on. As soon as you power it on, they let you know what game you accidentally left inside of your control deck the day before. Chris Everett. But like, it's better than Tiny Toons Adventures 2 Trouble in Wackyland. It's better than that. But it's not better than Side Pocket. It's no Wild Gunman. Wild Gunman is a weird comparison, like a weird thing to compare other games to, because Wild Gunman is so unbelievably focused on just being Wild Gunman. You can appreciate that up to a point, but Wild Gunman is also not a very good game. So this is worse than Atari 3 The Rescue. It's better than Gilligan's Island. Is it better or worse than the Jetsons' Cogswell's Caper? It's worse. It's our new number 522. Top players S apostrophe tennis. They tried it. They tried something. They tried something, man. They didn't. They did not get the job done. But there you have it. All right, what do we got next here? All right. Back into the deep end we go. We have the second scenario. From your friends at ASCII. It's Wizardry 2, The Knight of Diamonds. Start game, select Switch. I'm going to select Switch. Okay. Maze solid, maze line. We'll go with maze solid. Music and sound on. So I guess we're in Wales then, huh? If they're gonna write a word like I assume it's just is that just Welsh for something? Yeah, Lil Gaiman. Doing a little gaming today here at Gilgamesh's Tavern. This is nice. Okay, we got some fighters, a cleric, a thief, a couple of mages, some N's, some G's. They got armor classes, they got hits, they got status. Thief 1 has an IQ of 8. Piety. It's a great stats. Boltax Trading Post. Who will enter? What are you selling? A rod of iron? A scroll of sleep? Shiny chain? Hello, yes, I would like the shiny chain. I would like some Cuban situations to be dancing upon my neck. The Temple of Cant is a very funny name for a thing. It's like a very self-help kind of like, hey, stay out of that Temple of Cant. Instead, go to the Church of Can. Restart an out party. Wait, are they okay? So is my party in the closet now? Like what? Hang on. No characters are in this maze. Wait, what? What happened to all my dudes? There we go. Descending into the ruins under the Temple of Gnilda. All right, I think we're good. Let's go. We can set a timer. We can push start to make this go up and down. If we want the equipment interface, we can quit. We can leave. Got to push A to open the door. An encounter. 4 small humanoids. What does take back mean? Fight, 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 fight. Parry, 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 I guess. Oh, take back means like go back in the menu, right? I assume. Small humanoid charges the card. One hits 2 times for 6. Roll them dice, video game. Roll the dice for me. Small humanoid is dispatched. Halito or Catino? Halito Catino. Watermelini. Chimpanzini Bananini. Halito Catino. Cappuccino Assassino. Let's cast them both. Okay, Catino appears to be a sleep spell. You could have just called it sleep. Halito killed a dude. I don't know. I mean, I guess I have to inspect it, right? Poison needle. Okay, so disarm. Poison needle. You could not disarm it. Can I Calfo it? No one knows Calfo. I mean, I guess we're just going to leave it then, because we can't disarm the trap. Or I just tried again and it disarmed. What? An encounter. A friendly group of flies leave. Hi, flies. Hey, buddies. I like that if you push up, like you could have just made it so pushing up also opens the door. You could have made it that way. Instead, I have to hit A. You surprised the monsters, 3 men in armor. I like that these don't sound like normal classes or whatever. That instead it's just like 4 small humanoids. Like, is it one a cleric or not? You don't fucking know. It's just, you found some dudes, man. Fight them. Fight them. Okay, do I have no spells left? Okay, now we can do spells. Let's try a Catino. And how about a Halito as well? Man in armor is asleep. We put them all to sleep. Kill them. Thrusts violently at man-at-arms. And so now we see that they are men-at-arms. Are they still asleep? Oops. I didn't mean to run, but okay. That's fine. A friendly little old man. Hi, buddy. I don't like that we don't even get like a picture. Okay, this is the same. Okay, I was wondering if that was maybe a different staircase, but we just walked around it. 9 rats! Open up the door. What's on the other side of the door? 9 fucking rats. Dios and Badios. Oh, we have no spells. Cleric 1 is dispatched. Dead. Thief 1 is dispatched. We killed like 5 dudes and then 9 rats jumped us, and that was that. Hantavirus for everybody. No one. Add. No one. Ultimately, I just don't want to make dudes. It's so time consuming. Is there a way to like basically spend all these points in such a way that you don't get a class? You can't do it. You have to spend the points in such a way that it gives you a class. So how do you make thieves? Is it? I assume it's like what's like strength and agility. combined, or what's the... No, because I can't... Oh, do I... Maybe I need to be evil or... Yeah, neutral to be a thief. That makes sense. Let's go with their pre-created characters rather than staring at... Oh, it kept it, huh? No one. Oh, come on. So there's no... Boy, oh boy. All right. Thieves can be neutral or evil. Wizards can't be neutral. Samurais can be good or neutral. Lords can only be good. Ninjas can only be evil. So true. How about a dwarf who's a neutral fighter? Are some of these like classes that you have to... Like, can I make a ninja, or do you have to prestige or something into ninja? And so now do we need to go back here, go here, and then... No one! Wait, didn't I make a fourth dude? What? Wait. Man. I'm just gonna go delete the fucking save to get those characters back, because I just don't want to... Okay. start an infinite timer. Or maybe not. I don't... Okay, I'm hitting A. Not seeing anything that makes it look like that timer is doing anything. Five small humanoids. Why'd that door go away? Wait. Why was I able to... Okay, the door disappeared after I looked away. And now... Okay, there it is. That's weird. The door shows up in one shot, but not others. That's broken. Or a very sneaky hidden door, I guess. I don't know. Nine creeping coins. Can we dispel the coins? No. Creeping coin breathes on the party. Creeping coin bites at cleric and misses. Tries to stab fight. I hit a coin and killed it. Hell of an encounter here. I like the question. 6 creeping coins? Creeping coin calls for help, but no help comes. We're fighting these coins, man. We're wearing them down. They're breathing on us, but nothing bad's happening. So far, so good. One monster appears. Who is it? Is it another creeping coin? Yes, they're calling for more creeping coins. We're gonna be here forever. This is how you get all the XP in the game, is you just let them call 1,000 creeping coins. Great. A friendly group of undead kobolds. Yeah. You know, you guys are zombie kobolds, but you guys are chill, man. You guys are just fucking it up down here, doing your thing, ain't hurting nobody. It's great. It's good to see you. We gotta go. We should fucking hang sometime, though, for real. There is something at your feet. Will you search? Find the corroded key. Okay, so the squares on the ground are not always just staircases. Sometimes they are meaningful items that the game wants to make sure you see. Five small humanoids. Can't run. Oh, these are... See, living kobolds are fucking dicks, man. Once they die, they come back to life. They just fucking mellow out a little bit. They're like, you know what? It was pretty fucked up that we were always just fighting, trying to chew on you and stuff. I think, you know, when I play this game, you know, I think a lot of the same criticisms of Wizardry 1 on the NES come to mind. Like, this seems like it is ever so slightly smoother than that game. Gas bomb. Tell me about it. Oops. And poison needle. What the fuck, dude? Let's see if we can cure that poison. Can the cleric cure that poison? Oh, age also just goes forward. What a weird... This... What does leave even do? Nothing. What do you think? Nope. A friendly group of skeletal figures. Hey guys! Okay. Still can't go to the Temple of Cant. You lost luck. And do I have to make every character rest to gain levels? Like, that's crazy too. Lost IQ. Are we still poisoned? Is he still poisoned? Or did return status okay? All right, cool. Sign at the door reads, "Officers only. You've been pushed back out of the door." All right. They're running away. That's right. I'm level 2 now. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, shit. It's going to give us a stunner. Stunner. Oops, poison needle. Since we went back and leveled up, like, stuff is, like, getting the fuck out of our way, which is, like, kind of cool. But it's kind of cool because I don't like fighting in this game. Because I don't like any of these menus. The little old man wants to fight. He's not a nice little old man. It's Dink. Hey, it's me, I'm Dink! Why are you fucking me up so bad? Dude! It's just Dink! It's the Dinkster! Fuck, bro! Suck it, Dink. Right, okay. We got turned around to there. A compass would be nice, you know, some kind of anything would be handy here, I think. Robes. What you got? Robes. Hey! Yes, take the stairs down. Okay. Three roads to follow, only one you may take. Choose wisely amongst them, else the quest you forsake. Well, I would hate to forsake the quest. What's my quest again? You can't budge the door. There is no keyhole except a small hollow, which is directly before your eyes. A lock with a black luster prevents you from opening the door. And here's an encounter. 5 smog beasts and 9 small objects. Let's fight the smog beasts. We'll cast Badios. Is that adios for bad guys? I hope so. Oh, we got Mogref. Small object. Smog Beast casts a Melito. Is a sentence I just said out loud. Damn, these smog beasts. Smog beast is not asleep. Smog beast thrusts violently at Mage 1. Man, okay. Okay, well. I wonder how much you're expected to farm on the first floor, you know, to like buy better gear or something before you kind of end up in a situation like this. The mages with their robes could not get the job done at the end of the day. Killed by a smog beast. I cannot. That's wizardry. And that's wizardry, you know? I think this is a better game than Wizardry 1, like in a couple of ways, like, you know, just we had some more fun encounters. But dude, it's really a showcase for a game that they could have consoleized a little bit further, you know? It's great that you have the opportunity and the option to have this experience at all. Because you could have just not put this game out on the NES to begin with. And, like, that's not... I don't know. Like... They were right to do it. However... It's a very specific flavor of game. And I always found it very interesting... that... Wizardry caught on in Japan as largely as well as it did. It's such a fascinating, crazy concept, the idea that Wizardry took off over there. And here it's sort of, you know, like here Wizardry was a known and popular game that at a certain time was thought of alongside games like Ultima. But it's sort of like, I feel like in the West, it just sort of fell off and just, you know, you didn't really hear about it much anymore. And that was that. And then meanwhile, it would go on to continue having this crazy run in Japan. And so it makes sense why you end up with an 8-bit Nintendo version of the first two Wizardry games, right? You're just like, well, yeah, I mean, you know, we might as well localize these for the US audience. I mean, the games already came out in English anyway, so might as well bring them over. But it kind of feels like a game not made for... It's a game a little bit on the other side of the domestic release line in a weird way, because it is, I mean, ultimately it is this Western RPG, but it feels like the sort of game you would accidentally import and go, oh shit, I can't read any of this. And it's all menus, and it's like all menus. What am I even looking at? Fun encounters with weird things, you know, having a bunch of friendly dudes show up along the way. It would be nice to get more pictures of the friendly dudes. I want to see what the undead kobolds look like when they're just broing out and hanging around. Broing out and playing GameCube or what have you. But it's a rough, it's still a pretty rough experience, you know, like you You turn on that game and you hit start and you create a party and you go into the maze. There's no like, oh, this is a fucking, like the manual I'm sure has some form of, there's bad shit in the world and you need to assemble a party to go into the caverns, go down deep into the maze and fight the ancient evil. But yo, you push the button on that and turn it on, and it's like, all right, man, here's your pick a party, make a fucking party, you stupid idiot. Get down there and start dying over and over again. Have fun. See you later. It reminds me, like, ever so slightly, and not necessarily that they are that similar in terms of the types of games that they are, but in terms of a certain amount of like disdain for the player, or rather, disdain's the wrong word. I don't think they maliciously did any of this, but it's like in so far as they don't bother to explain themselves and let the manual do the talking, if they're going to do any talking at all. There is some small part of me that is reminded of the early Kingsfield games, where it's just like, yeah, I don't know, man, wander around, see what you fucking find, dude. See what you fucking find, you idiot. Get out there and... Wizardry has that. There's interface stuff where it's like you have to hit A to open doors, but A will also move you forward as well as open doors. Up on the D-pad will go forward, but will not open doors. And so, why have both? Why have both? You could have just let the up on the D-pad open doors as well, and then A could have done something else. Could have maybe gotten you into your equip menu faster. Maybe it could have pulled up a map or a compass or some kind of loose thing that says, hey, you're pointing north. They give you nothing out of the gate in terms of, you want to map that out, get your fucking graph paper and go for it. And that would have been nice to have something like that. It's the 90s by the time we're playing these games. It would have been nice to have something of a built-in map or what have you. And so where's the other Wizardry? Let's look that up, because I feel like that's going to largely inform where this goes. I do think that this game is somewhat better than the original Wizardry, but it's not a dramatic shift upward, but it is, a little bit cleaner, a little bit better, like slight stuff. It's better than Rad Racket Deluxe Tennis 2. It's better than Goal and Goal 2. It's not better than Ultima Quest for the Avatar. It's our new number 465. Now, is this actually... How is this... It's just Wizardry Knight of Diamonds. Like, they don't even necessarily... Like, it is the second Wizardry game, right? But in Japan, it was called Wizardry 2. Lil Gaiman no Isan. Or is this Wizardry 3? Because this is because Wizardry 3 in Japan is called Diamond no Kishi. But this is technically referred to as a Wizardry Knight of Diamonds, the second scenario. It's cool that these classics came to this platform and came to this country in this form. Like, Wizardry, by the time we get to the NES, kids didn't know what the fuck Wizardry was. They would never have an inroad to find out what the fuck Wizardry was unless they were, above a certain age. And even then, man, it's a hard thing to kind of get into as a kid. I don't know if I ever tried the Wizardry games on proper computers in their actual era. I'm not sure that I ever came across a copy of them back then, but I was aware of it through ads in magazines and you know, kind of knew that it was a role-playing game, you know, something in the same vein as the SSI Dungeons and Dragons games or the Ultima franchise or what have you, that it was kind of thought of in the same breath as that stuff. But it never, yeah, I never crossed paths with the Wizardry franchise back then, so I never really had any real affinity for it, I suppose. The first person stuff is rough, I think, in a lot of ways. It's a tricky, it's kind of a tall ask, I think, of players back then, because it really is like, it really does become a graph paper kind of game, and I appreciate that. But I don't know. I had a certain hunger or a certain patience for that style of game. Like, I definitely had graph paper. I definitely drew some maps for some games in my years. But the first person stuff was always like a kind of an extra level of frustration. Because sometimes you would start your map, and in a game like this where they give you like nothing, you don't know if you're in the corner of the world or how big anything is going to be. You're always like, oh, I started my map here, and then it turns out I was in the middle, and it goes over here, and now I'm out of paper. Like, there's no more graph on this side, and so I need to erase my map and move it over on the page. And like, I remember doing that a couple of times, and just when I think about that now, I just shake my head and go like, nah, man. Nah, dude. No. I ain't gonna do that. Knight of Diamonds. It's the second scenario. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. All right. It's time. It's time for some proper debauchery. The kind of scumbag behavior that you can only get into at a place like Caesar's Palace. Go to the sushi restaurant at Caesar's. We missed this. This product is for entertainment purposes only. All right. I think everyone keeps their clothes on in this. Oh, look at this. We're getting out of our taxi at Caesar's Palace. I'm going to do a romp. Why does this look like Vanna White? Why does it look like bootleg Vanna White? I see you have a $1,000 credit with our casino. I'll get your chips. What's the... Is that supposed to be a toilet flushing? Okay, we have what appear to be, maybe this looks like a video poker kind of thing with the buttons. We've got some one-armed bandits over here. Roulette. No, roulette's here. What's this? Is that blackjack then? And then this is roulette, and then over here is poker? Or vice versa? Okay, this is blackjack. I love that they used the fucking shitty Roman, like the shitty Caesar's fucking font for all this stuff. What is, oh, this is roulette. Well, then what is this? No, this is roulette. What is this? Oh, it's just the fucking dumb wheel. Great. Thanks. So they didn't bother with poker, huh? Oh, well, I guess they have video poker. Let's go down to a $5 video poker. What pleasant noises. Also, is this is one of the first games I can think, I mean, this would be the 90s, so like, is this one of the first console games to really dedicate itself to this fucking mouse cursor bullshit? Because the sluggish nature of this is really grim. 3, 4, 5, 7. What do you think? Video poker, it's a nightmare. We're not going to get this straight. We're not going to get this 6. See? We got the worst possible thing. We got a card that fits some other part of a straight. And there's no like repeat last bet, so I have to insert all 5 coins every time I want to do this. What a shit show. Bang! This kind of sucks, man. That's almost the unlicensed like Bing noise that this game makes when you win money, but it's somehow more aggressively displeasing to the ears. This is wow. Are any of these machines different? Yeah, Riches of Rome. Okay, that's another Magnificent Sevens. And here's another Riches of Rome. I mean, it doesn't matter. All right, we're up $250. Time to fucking leave. Time to get the fuck out of here and never come back. And then we got buried in the desert, I guess, to die. Oh no, we're back with our $1,000 of credit. This is a very thin experience. This betting interface is also terrible. Okay, with the turbo controller, you can brute force your bets onto the table. Gotta take the bus. So, yeah, according to VHold on the Discord, there are 6 different endings, quote unquote, depending on how much money you have when you leave. If you go broke, it's a bus. You leave in a taxi if you have anything under $10,000. 10 to 20, you leave in a green car. 20 to 70, you leave in an orange car. 70 to $140,000, you leave in a limo. And above $140K, you leave in a red sports car. This is pretty poor, I think. I don't know. Oh, we can see the time. 85 degrees at fucking 8 a.m. I fucking hate Las Vegas. Jesus Christ, kill me. Fucking blow my fucking brains out and kill me in this casino so I don't have to step outside into this. Are you kidding me? Eight in the morning. No, this... I don't know. These games work. I think that's the only thing I can say about it is that they're functional, but they're not... These are not, like, particularly great casino games, but more importantly, the interface that you use to interact with them is poor. Can you at least comp me at the buffet? All right, time to get back. I just want $1,000. And they gave it to me all in hundreds, which is very handy. Real-time fun tours. Let's take a slightly closer look at the blackjack here before we call it. Well, dealer's probably got 18, so we probably already lost. So might as well hit this fucking 15. Is it not? Yeah, all right, great. I was like, I hit the button and it was not letting me hit. A nice 12. It worked so well for us last time. We're probably still going to lose. With 19. Okay. It's called a push, sir. Not a draw. I don't know. Go back to fucking gambling video game school. $13. Let's bust. It is not. It does not want me to hit. It does not want me to push a button here. Like the hitbox on the hit button is bad. I can't split. This is why I wanted to check blackjack. Because you're like, okay, does it have like all of the rules of blackjack or no? And the answer is no. This is the shits, dude. The sound is terrible. The games are poor. The interface is also bad. Like, this is really impressive. Yay! Yay! Blackjack! The audio is so fucking bad. I feel like this is accurate to video poker, where they give you like a long shot, like, oh, well, hey, if this hits just right, you'll get a fucking straight, stupid. And then you hit this button and you don't get the straight, and you go, yeah, well. I assume it is jacks or better rules, so might as well just keep the king. I guess I want to know if it, like, for sure, if it's jacks or better. If I keep these sixes and get nothing, is it gonna? Yeah, okay. It is. I've got to try for aces and eights. Ugh. Four, five, six, seven. Here we go. Yeah. What a miserable video game. $89 degrees at 8:05. Fuck this. Next time we're going to Atlantic City. Make it really suck. Not even Reno. All the way out to AC. They were going off there for a minute. I'm disappointed. I don't know. Like, I think there are ways to have like at least decent and entertaining gambling games. Pleasant music, nice graphics, like the, you know, like a decent meta game outside of that, maybe, if you want that. Like, I think there's ways to achieve that. But the thing I'm realizing is I don't think anyone did that on the NES. I don't think there's a single... We'd have to go check the list, but I don't know that there's been a single good gambling game on this platform. The Casino Kid games are not great. And yeah, man, it's really it's kind of surprising. I don't know. I guess we would eventually get to Vegas Stakes for the SNES, which was good for what it was, like that was fine. And I like the slot machines on the Neo Geo Pocket. I thought those were all right. Very low, like not great games overall, but like as far as like, hey man, we made it's a cartridge with a slot machine on it. which is already a ridiculous thing to ever buy. You know, that stuff was okay. As someone who, I'll put it to you this way. As someone who got sent the complete Neo Geo Pocket library in the mail, those slot machine games were pretty good. If I had to pay full price for them, I think that would be a slightly different story. But all these years later, no one has to pay full price for them, so you can all experience the magic for 20 minutes and go, yeah, okay, you could do worse. This is worse than Casino Kid 2. Because at least that game has something to it. You know? But gosh, I don't know. Like, I guess, what are you expecting from a Caesar's Palace game? Like, nothing, right? But it's, yeah, I don't know. Like, it wouldn't be hard to make a better game than that, I guess, is my point. You know, you change up the betting interface to work better and be just friendlier to operate. The act of putting coins in the machines and whatever else, you have a button that just kind of quickly does that so you can just get on with it. A little more variety in the music, a little more variety in the style of the machines. You know, like, hey, we put a bunch of different graphics on all these slot machines, so at least there's that. Like, that's something they could have done. But there's only like 2 or 3 different slot machines. The video poker all looks the same. It's rough. It's rough stuff. This is worse than Cyberball. It somehow has worse audio than Cyberball as well. You'd be better off with the Tiny Toon Adventures Cartoon Workshop. But this is better than Mermaids of Atlantis, The Riddle of the Magic Bubble. This is worse than Tag and Dragon. It is better than Spider-Man Return of the Sinister Six. It's our new number 665. That's yeah. Yuck. Yuck, Caesar's Palace. There it is. Let's see if we can squeeze one more in here before we go. Tim wanted to see this one, and I want to see this one. It's from your friends at Hudson Soft. It is Starship Hector. Start or score? What's score do? Shows the score. Oh, so we got like a caravan kind of mode built in. History 1. Okay, so we're dealing with it's a Xevious. No, because our main shots are still hitting that. So what? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yes, it has air shots and ground shots. They don't paint a ground target for you because it just seems like that the ground shots just hit whatever. Shot that dude a bunch and got some pills. Ugh. Okay, pleased to see you. See you later. Getting hit takes a lot of your life meter. It is not some situation where they're like, oh, you can take 20 hits. Who is Hector? And why do we have his starship? It's like real Contra boss kind of style thing here that we're looking at. Take that, History 1. Oh. Oh, word. You put some side-scrolling business in here as well, huh? This looks not great. Just stylistically. It looks just like a little low rent. I like that using a turbo controller, it makes the fire noise every single time the button is pressed, whether a bullet comes out or not. I appreciate the audio nightmare. Ah, fire. Bill's here. No. That's bad. Oh, thank God the pill machine is here. Have some more pills, pillhead. Spaceship pills. This game could do with some power-ups or something. Some kind of anything in it would be welcome, I think. Also, everything fucking takes a zillion shots to fucking die. Right, the fire. We forgot about the fire. I was trying to get ahead of the shooting guys, and then I got hit by the fire. I don't know. This is okay. I see why this game would have a caravan mode. It seems like it's very straightforward. This feels like the type of shooter that someone would spend way too much time trying to convince you. It's like, no, dude, this is really good. It's an acquired taste, sure, but in Japan they consider this and this and that, and that would be that type of. It feels like that type of game. Okay. Yep. M5. That's a really crummy way to... whatever. So it's got a built-in 5-minute mode, which, you know, just kind of decides, lets you try to figure out who can get the highest score in 5 minutes. Which is a thing that people who play these games sometimes care about. All right. It's like if you got this game as a kid, you would not. I would be like, why is there a fucking 5 minute? Like, who would want? Like, what's the point playing a game for 5 minutes and doing? Like, who would care? You know what I mean? Like, I understand that specific subset of, like, shoot 'em up sickos that want that kind of caravan type deal, that 5-minute mode. Also, I feel like shouldn't the 5 have changed by now? How long have I been playing? Longer than a minute, right? Yeah, this game's very straightforward, and I think it's like it's no like Star Soldier or whatever. Also, I guess it skipped the side-scrolling stage, huh? Right? Am I high? Miss. So I didn't even last 5 minutes. So instead, you just get nothing. And, oh, I can hit select and get out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, this is the type of game they were trying to make, and they made it, and, I feel like there are better, like, if you're looking for that type of caravan-style experience, like, the PC Engine has a couple of games on it, that I think are better shooters that are kind of built around a similar idea, I suppose. Yeah, decent enemy variety, but like not, I don't know, like hey, sometimes there are games with no power-ups, like this was definitely an, hey, what the fuck, wait, what's that C do? What that C do? I'm not playing, this is just the demo. Well, that's Starship Hector. I don't really think much of it. I think that you know, I appreciate the concept for like, hey, we're trying to make this specific sort of score-based shooter, and you know, not a real power-up kind of deal, and all of that. But like, it's just not super exciting. Especially, gosh, yeah. I mean, you know, like that game had a 1987 credit on it, but it didn't come out here until way later than that. Yeah, that was a 1990 release in the US. It was literally called Hector 87 in Japan. But yeah, that's you know, like it's functional. It doesn't slow down a bunch. Not super playable without a turbo controller because you know, the enemies take a lot. The enemies require a lot of shots to go down. And all of that stuff, and I think that's sort of frustrating as well. Like, it's not it's not high up on our list here. It's not necessarily a bad game, just kind of an underwhelming one across the board, but I think the difference when it comes to rankings probably won't matter too much. You know, it's no Widget, it's no Impossible Mission 2. It's no Star Voyager, which is not, the Star Voyager is like a Star Raiders style thing, right? But like it's better than Deadly Towers. I don't know. It's worse than Target Renegade. It's worse than Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. It's worse than The Last Starfighter. It's better than that crummy port of Xenophobe. It's better than WWF WrestleMania. But it's no Gauntlet 2. It's our new number 569. And there you have it. And there you have it for this week. An interesting batch of games. I thought that Tiny Toons game was going to be just fine, and then it turned out to not be, which is like exciting in its own horrific way. Because boy, oh boy, that thing, man, wow. An interesting mix here. Getting close to the end. What do we got left? Golf Grand Slam, Mega Man 6, The Chess Master, Battle Tank, Genghis Khan, Nintendo World Cup, Nobunaga's Ambition 2, Twin Cobra, Fisher Price I Can Remember. Quite a list of remaining games. The Miracle Piano type teaching system, naturally. And yeah, I think that's it. A pretty crazy list. Like I'm very interested to see some of these and see how some of this stuff came out. But this week was a real this week was a doozy, man. Tiny Toons Adventures 2 is a real fucking conceptually evil product, I think, in a lot of ways. And Starship Hector, I think, is about what you think it's going to be, I suppose. There's two types of shooters on the NES. You get these kind that are the very early kind of very score challenge focused, like very light on upgrades and power-ups and whatever else, like a light touch to that stuff because they just focus. And then you get the Konami side of things, and with tons of power-ups and meters and all that other shit and everything in between. It's a weird genre on this platform specifically, So I think a lot of people just think about Gradius or maybe Life Force and then just kind of stop. But I remember getting my hands on Star Soldier back in the day and just being like, yeah, this is, I don't think this is. We'll be back next week with a fresh batch of games. Yes, we'll be back next week. I was going to say the week after that is when the Summer Game Fest is going to be, but I think it happens later in the day. So I suspect, depending on scheduling or whatever, we'll probably be here Friday the 5th to rank some games and then be back later in the day to talk about some new announcements or whatever. I believe that's how that will work, but we will I'll know more as we get closer. I got to look up some times and figure out stuff. The kids are wrapping up school here pretty soon, so all that's going to change. There's crazy times around here. I'm going to get going. Have yourself a good one, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.